So the client also, he knew this because he's an art school kind of, they're an art school institute, and they know how to like push you to the real limit of your talent, right? So I came to this idea. I thought, okay, this is in Dutch, it's called fine art. This is the Dutch word. And I thought, space, can we do something like this maybe? Like a kind of a visual language that comes from pulling the letters out in this way. So you keep sticking to your thing, but you're looking for different ways on how to really visualize it and get it really right. So as you can see, this kind of concept, we were really like, oh, this is really nice. And the client said as well, yeah, but refine it a bit. I mean, you know, this is just a bit, I don't know how this translates to all different kind of things. So back to the drawing board again. I showed this, actually, all these kind of things. This is called fashion. So it's the letters create space. That was kind of the goal, you know? And then all this kind of stuff. It's a Dutch word, dream. And these were my last sketches in the kind of presentation I had then. And then he said, wow, here's something is cool, you know, I like this. Could you continue with this, he asked me. So, okay, let's do this. And went back again, and I had to really pinpoint, okay, so how is this going to work? How is this, these kind of three types that you saw before here in the corner, how can I really translate this into something cool or usable? Not cool, but meaningful and usable. Because you don't want to do kind of, I mean, we work strongly with a kind of belief that form should follow mostly the function, right? So you really want to be, they said themselves, we are a meaningful institute and we don't want to have decoration just because of the decoration. So no bullshit, no kind of form that is useless, right? So we went back to the concept, and this is the Dutch word for space. And I came back, third presentation, and they were of course anxious, did he do it now? And I thought, okay, this has to be the last one, because else I'm just gonna give it back again. And I explained to them, this is actually what we are doing. We're taking one letter and we are creating space with this. But this is just space. This is just a nice little kind of, you know, system that looks nice, that already has a strong visual recognizability, but it doesn't have meaning yet. So you need to pour it with meaning. So I started making these sketches. It's like the letter creates the workspace on which you really work, for example. So this would be a table, and this is a kind of an idea that the letter opens up, and within the letter is the kind of subject that you are working on. So creating a concept, you need a computer and a mouse and whatever, and that's the way that people work now. And this is called theater. So it takes on all the kind of space. And this is a dance exhibition. Fashion, the catwalk, so the O opens up, and that's where the people will show their kind of art. And I mean, this is really literally clear. Like, you could even use it for a toilet. You could use it even for signing within the building. So the length of the thing would tell you how long you have to walk to a certain direction, for example. So you can see now that finally the idea, if you just keep it small and horizontal, it starts to really work as a kind of a nice system. So it opens up for art. And even on the building, it has a kind of a nice impact as well. So I showed them, these are the brochures, and this is how they're going to look like, the different kind of disciplines that you can study there, and with image in it as well, because you know, you want to give the client a kind of an option. Let's go just only typography, let's only go image. And I just gave them a kind of a brief inside view on how it could maybe look like, and that the system really works on all kind of levels, even within like designing the inside of a magazine. and it creates it gives a kind of informative thing as well. So you can see the project thing, it more or less holds it together. This is a bag. It says open, of course, and it just goes all the way around. So the P opens up. And this is a campaign proposal for their open day. They every year, of course, they have a kind of an open day where students can just look and feel the vibe and want to check out if that is really the institute that they want to study. So this is a kind of a advertisement campaign for that. And yeah, this was just a funny joke. Of course, if they have the same T-shirt, all the people are also the talents. So you know, this works. So the end result, the client said, "Wow, this is it. Okay, you're done. Really cool." So, but then I had to, of course, refine it, start working on the actual products itself, and I will show you that now. So these are actually printed brochures. And you can see that this system really creates a kind of a homogenic thing, but still you can still do a lot of different things with this kind of thing. I don't know if you can see it right, but even like doing the map, I more or less stretch the map like that as well to give space. This is a famous quote by Samuel Beckett. It's ever tried, ever failed, huh? No matter what, try again, fail better. I think that's true wisdom there. And this was the actual poster, which was all around town and everything, even on buses. So it creates a kind of a nice visual language. So here you go. This is kind of the end result. And they loved it so much, they're with us, and we're working on a new campaign with them. And I can see a lot of potential in this. And this is like, now you can see, this is like just almost like writing a program or coming up with a kind of a structure in which to work with. So the next thing is next year will be a Holland-Russia year, as you may know. And maybe not, but it's a political kind of year as well, and it's a business. It has got political motives and business motives, of course. It's going to be an exchange of business and a lot of, you know, high level talks about future cooperation. So we made the whole identity for it. It will be shown also next year. So I think also here in Russia you will maybe see it, and maybe not. Maybe there's no budget. And of course we did this with. We approached Igor as well because we like his work so much that we decided if we are going to work on this identity, we need to work with Russians and not just from Holland and say, okay, we make this. No, we need to do a cooperation. It's all about cooperation. So we were looking for a common DNA, a common story for both countries. Now, as you know, the Dutch flag and the Russian flag have all the colors in common. It's just a different rearranging. And there is a myth behind it, where it really comes from. I don't know if you guys know. No? The myth is that Peter went to Holland. Yeah. Went to Holland and he studied kind of, you know, naval aviation and shipbuilding. And he was so in love with the flag, he decided, well, you know, why not make it my own flag? So he cut it up and he thought, well, you know, just maybe rearrange it and that will be our flag. So this is a kind of a myth that is being told all the time, and this is what connects the Russians with the Dutch in that sense. But we like that idea of just cutting it up and rearranging kind of stuff, right? So that was the first primary point to start kind of our visual identity. So you get a kind of a fractal almost approach of stuff, and you can fill letters with it. So you get a own kind of pattern that really becomes unique. It becomes the Russian-Dutch pattern. Together we are one. So all kind of variations, different possibilities, of course.
And the cool thing is that at Solita they were working on the project, and we in Amsterdam were working at the same time, and we came up with the same concept, more or less.
Yeah.
So that was really cool, you know, that you guys were working, you guys, the Russian guys were working there, we as Dutch in Holland, and we came up with the same thing. So it's really nice.
That's when we knew, okay, this is the idea, you know. I mean, this is the common DNA. So as you can see, you can create posters for it, and it has really already a strong kind of own language, which is really distinctive. T-shirts, different variations. They also, in this year, they're also going to show a lot of different kind of art expositions on Russian art, on Dutch art. So these are all kind of posters that promote this. I don't know why the guy is hanging there, but it's quite cool.
It's about the poster.
Yeah, it's about the poster. So we show this design on different kind of levels, so the client knows, oh wow, it really works. So we had to present this actually for the Russian embassy in Holland, and as you know, and as I know, experience now, when you first meet Russians, they're a bit, you know, like, yes, okay. So we presented it, and the guy didn't say much. He said, yeah, good. Like, okay, so and then we came back and we got a phone call in the end, like the day after, and the guy was really, oh my God, this is so good. We want to do it now, you know. They were really enthusiastic. So we loved the kind of way that first he kept us really like, oh, did we do it well? And then later on he was really enthusiastic about it. So all different kind of things. That's our Dutch prime minister.
He liked it too.
Yeah, this guy, he really loved it. It was a call. So just a small kind of movie, how this can also animate. So that's it. This was kind of the end of this identity. Now, the next, well, I'm just gonna leave it on. But I want to really go through with you guys to help, again, this will be a personal approach again. I will be helping you guys with the images that you found, and we are really open for the dialogue with you and to see if we can get your idea to a more unique set of images.
And we already had some really nice conversations, but it's really good to have images of your competition. We really need it today. So make sure you have it. Okay?
Okay. So has everyone has uploaded all their stuff as well? Yeah. If not, then please do this, or then because I think it's interesting to see as well on for you guys to see how your fellow colleagues also look for things, and that maybe there's a lot of similarity in your thinking, and that sometimes you need to step out of this comfort zone as well, which is hard, of course, because you're not designers, but it's a kind of, we want to have this overall view so you can almost quantize the kind of images. So let's go.